I go out in front of a crowd of 20 or sometimes 70,000 people, you know, it's always a thrill for me when that announcer, they do it every single show. They say, ladies and gentlemen, from Memphis, Tennessee, Jerry the King Lawler. And I've always been proud to be announced from Memphis, Tennessee. But right now, it's an embarrassment. You know, that people are laughing at us. So, you know, hopefully we can do something about that. Together we can turn that around. Yes?
I really just want to make a statement. I would like to see Memphis be like it was back in the late 50s. If all of you will remember when Elvis got out of the Army, and the first interview that he did, they asked him, what did you miss most about Memphis? And what did Elvis say? Everything. And I think that, you know, I think it would be wonderful to get back to that point. You know, we leave Memphis, we move out of town. What do you miss most about Memphis? Everything. And that's what Elvis said.
Well, Elvis did say that. And you know what? A lot of, you know, of course, you know, there's nothing is sure in life but change. Everything is going to change. I've said the same thing. Sometimes people say, you know, you have to have a vision for the city of Memphis. And sometimes we certainly know we want the city to move forward. We want the city to move ahead. But sometimes some of our best vision can be seen by looking in a rearview mirror. And you can see what some of the great bright points of this city has been in the past, and some of those things is what we need to get back to. This used to be a city that people really cared about each other. I mean, you know, they talked about Southern hospitality when you talked about Memphis. People were friendly, people cared about each other. This was the cleanest city in America at one time. We had a City Beautiful Commission. And people were proud of their neighborhoods. People would go out of their way to keep their neighborhoods and their cars and their houses clean and looking presentable. And somewhere along the line, we've lost that community pride. We've lost that sense of caring about one another. And you're right. That's what I envision Memphis being able to get back to. I mean, you talk, and maybe getting back is the wrong word, because you know we're not talking about going backwards. We're talking about moving forward and going on and becoming the best city that we can be. But part of that is our past. You know, if you forget the past, you know, what's the saying? You're doomed to repeat it. Well, that's part of the past we do want to repeat. We want to get back to being the cleanest city in America. We want to be one of the friendliest cities in America, where we care about each other and where we go out of our way to be friendly and to be nice to people. And you know, I know that's together we can do that. Hi. Hello, Brian.
I have a question.
Everybody know Brian Elder from Kicks 106?
Well, thank you.
Nice round of applause.
Thank you very much. Listen, some important things. As we wrap up, thank you so much for coming to this tonight. Jerry's previous run for mayor, he pretty much did it all in his own dime because he didn't want to be beholden to anybody. Still doesn't want to be beholden to anybody, but those of us around him are saying you got to have money. And that's not the issue. If you look at all of the other mayoral candidates out there, and what are there, 17 now, 18? I met a guy yesterday at this very location. A guy's a business guy, wants to be mayor. People are pulling petitions who just can be mayor because they're a neighborhood guy. There's like 17 guys running for mayor, and if not Jerry, who? I mean, ask yourself that. We're trying to raise some money. This time around, we finally twisted his arm, and we're going to be able doing some campaign fundraisers. We've got meetings in the future to actually make some money. If you can give $10, $100 today, well, that means a lot to us, to the Jerry Lawler campaign, because this isn't going to happen on its own. It's not going to be cultivated like a flower, like we hope. But with 17 mayors, he ran against in 1993, right?
1999.
1999, and against just two guys, Mayor Harrington and another guy, and with $26,000. You got guys like
actually in '99 there were 12. There were 12 candidates.
Oh, you came in third.
I came in third out of 12.
Good. I thought you came in third out of 3. But anyway, that can't happen again, and it happens with money. So please, if you can, please do so. We have people who can take your donation, or if you can later, get your friends involved. We're going to have some neighborhood parties. We're getting the counties involved. We've got the mayor of Arlington over here who's already given some support. So that lets you know right there, it is a serious campaign. This is not something that is, Myron Lawler is trying to compare it to Prince Mungo. I mean, seriously, during some of his interviews, you got your fringe candidates, you got your Prince Mungo and Jerry Lawler and the comedians over there trying to get in the way of the serious work of the politicians. That's the way they think. And this ought to be the year where we ought to be able to say, Jerry, enough is enough. So please, $10, $100, this campaign doesn't get started without you. That's all I got.
Thank you, Brian. And once again, as I said, I appreciate you all being out here. What we got to do is get the word out. We've got to, as Brian said, we're looking for money. We're gonna try to do the yard signs. We got the bumper stickers. We got everything.
Signatures too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if we could, everybody that is a registered voter. I pulled my petition today, so if you can help me sign that, we got to get at least 25 signatures on that before we can turn that back in. But once again, I really thank you all for being here, and this is going to be a combined effort. I'm going to have a lot of help, and so as much as you guys can help me in any way that you can think of. Jeremy over here just came to me with you guys have an audio and a sound equipment company here in Memphis that can put on shows as big as for the pyramid and everything, offering those services for us. We have Randy Hauser. Anybody familiar with country music? Randy Hauser. Yeah, there you go. Randy Hauser, who is going to come into Memphis and do a concert. Jeremy and these guys are going to hopefully supply the sound. So things like that. If you can give a few bucks, that's great. But if you can think of any other way that you can help, we're going to have to do this together. So first of all, I thank you all for being here tonight. Did anybody get some? There's a lot of food back there. We've already paid for it, so you might as well eat it. Okay. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you guys again down the road.